I'm Shelley Appleton. Welcome to this case study. This is the horse that started bucking, and this is part 3. So this series is all about why this sweet horse started bucking. So just to recap. So B is a 4-year-old Clydie Cross who was easygoing and dependable until he started bucking when saddled after an incident being lunged after some time off. We also noticed weird gait changes during retraining, resulting in B being referred to the vet. However, nothing abnormal was found. He was then referred to a trainer who addressed the bucking. He stopped bucking. However, B's owner was not convinced there was not something wrong, even though B had now been seen by multiple vets, body workers, chiropractors, and none of these experts could identify anything wrong. So when she noticed he had some muscle atrophy developing in his back and hindquarters, and he started doing this really weird thing when she was riding him, he'd turn his head around and motion towards his hip. She booked him in with a lameness specialist vet to completely re-examine his case from scratch. So what did they find? So after extensive x-ray and specialist involvement, his back revealed that there was indeed a very significant reason behind B's bucking. All that time ago, B had actually fractured his ribs, where his ribs actually attached to the spine. And he now had arthritic changes at the facet joints of his spine rib junction on T15-16 and T16-17. Now, in hindsight, B's owner could think back, and just prior to the bucking on the end of the lunge incident, B's owner does actually remember seeing him take a fall in the paddock. But she'd not seen it as mega significant. She'd remembered it because it was quite a fall, but he had got straight back up again and had continued playing. And then, without anyone being able to find anything wrong, she kind of put it at the back of her mind. So what treatment has been instigated for B? So he has had periarticular injections into 3 places on his spine. That's all being guided by ultrasound. And he's on a 10-week rehabilitation program. So what does this mean? So after 10 weeks of rehabilitation and diet changes, B's going to be re-examined. And it's thought that this process is going to be black and white as to if B can be rebuilt and remain managed and being able to be ridden, or he'll need to be retired. So the plan is after 10 weeks, if signs of discomfort, tension, or behaviour are not resolved, then it means retirement. If there is improvement, his rehabilitation is to slowly continue and will be re-evaluated over a 3 to 4 month period. I asked B's owner if I could share his story. It's a story of an owner who did everything she could. She took a horse to the vet on multiple occasions. She engaged body workers, chiropractors, trainers to examine her horse. But this was not a normal injury, and it took time to actually be able to find the problem. B's owner just hopes that his story encourages others to seek answers. B actually never stopped telling her something was wrong. And don't let one expert not finding anything wrong mean that there's nothing wrong. Never stop listening to your horse. And that's the message that B's owner wants you to take from his story. Big thank you to B and his owner for allowing me to share this very interesting story of why a lovely young horse started to become a bucker. Thank you. Please subscribe so you can follow on for more training insights and other interesting cases.